I mean, we're fractured 4 different directions, 2 main directions, Kansas and Missouri, and this city is just being ripped apart. And it's like, to get anything done here, if we don't come together, if we don't start bringing that into focus to try to build a better future.
I would love to see some positive changes. The way I see it now, it looks somewhat frightening. We're having crises of events breaking out all over the planet.
The most challenged space in Kansas City is in people's minds and their own self-segregation.
Probably because I live in it. The West Side meets the Crossroads, downtown. The development's happening so quickly that people are being displaced. On one side, you would think opportunity. On the other side, you would think obstacles. And that's kind of where it is right now. It's at a crossroads, no pun intended, but it can happen. I mean, it's a good thing that development's taking place and so forth, but at what expense?
World building, I see it as a platform where the community can come together and share knowledge, share experience, share vision and ideas of how we can coexist and work together for a better future.
I have this kind of belief the world is you and the people around you, so it's reimagining how you live and how you are within the world.
It's an opportunity to take this world and fix some things.
I'm listening to some of these younger people talk, and I'm so hopeful because they're so articulate about their passion and what they're really hoping for the future. But I feel like the people that are in power and that are really guiding the trajectory of our future aren't so insightful.
How do we connect all these separately moving parts? I see it being a lot of hard work, but it's something worth pursuing so that I can give to my daughter someday and say, like, here is your inheritance. Like, here is the world that we are now giving you.
Look at the world, you look at the news, and it's so in your face. So I had to, think about the possibilities of the what if. And it really gave me a sense of encouragement, a sense of hope, kind of a whole new direction of thinking about how we can do some of our work.
So they say, here's what our parameters are, here's what our constraints are. Let's try to work within those, but there's still kind of no rules. That kind of helped guide the group.
It's going back to the basics. Basic needs and wants, eliminating poverty, people having access to food, to shelter, running water. But again, it was very organic, and that leads to just living in a better community and taking care of one another like it used to be. We want to bring that back.
I evolved in the conversation after I learned that it's really much more than brick and mortar. It's people, it's vision, it's safety, it's health, it's tapping into dimensions of growth and opportunity that I just had never thought of. If we open the dialogue and we have the planning community of Kansas City look at planning in a broader perspective, I think it's going to be of tremendous value.
For me, the biggest thing that came out of world building is that the future starts now and that dreams are possible. I wish more people took time to imagine the world differently and more people took time to collaborate and just think bigger. I wish I could do this more often, and I believe that one day I'm going to be able to do this with my students.
I think we're more united than we think, or we're more alike than we think. And that probably goes for the rest of the world, the rest of the country and the rest of the world as well. This was a kind of a time where we all slowed down. We dropped into this kind of collective flow state and just started rapping on what the future could look like.
This is a unique opportunity for us to be the flagship of the country that would sit back and say, we built this community 20 years out, and we had a conscious theme throughout the whole exercise to make sure that it was inclusive and that no one would be left out.